Hey there, fellow wet shavers. Brian here with the Wet Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Today is Friday. Today we are going to be doing a shave that will feature 345 soap fresh cut fade. We will be using the matching splash. I know I used this recently, so I'll be switching it up a little bit today by trying the Leaf Twig razor. It comes packaged in this little box. If you saw an unboxing a while ago, I picked this up at Razor Emporium. They were having a 20% off. Kind of comes in this little box. Comes with, I think, a 5-pack of half DE blades in there. So we'll put that kind of back together there. And this is what the blade looks like wrapped. And so we will unwrap that carefully. And on the blade, it has, these are Leaf. I don't know who makes these for Leaf, but it says Leaf on there. And then on the other side, and a little bit backwards for you, it says, I am not plastic. So kind of a very unique loading design with this. So you have your razor head there. So it's a single edge razor, obviously. So you twist the bottom here, and the cap, top cap actually goes up and then rotates around, and it stops. You will then load the blade in here. There's a couple tabs in here. This is a little raised on the corners. You might not be able to see that in the camera. But you pop it in there and it fits nicely in there, and it has actually a magnet that helps the blade stay in place, so it's not going to fall out once it gets seated and comes in contact with the magnet. And then you simply retwist it down. So it's not an adjustable razor, so this does not adjust during the shave, but there we have the blade is loaded in there nice and straight. And so we'll try that. We are using the PAA Amber Aerolite brush. We are lathered up in the bowl. And by the way, today I will announce the winner of the 400 subscriber giveaway, so stay tuned. I'm gonna make you wait just a little bit longer. I got my coffee today. Woke up a little bit early. Peloton Dad, this was one of my Father's Day gifts. Those of you that have been around for a while, I don't talk about it all the time, but my wife and I have gotten pretty into the Peloton riding, and so I'm now a Peloton Dad. I just use a Keurig, nothing fancy. I do a French press, but I don't always have time for that. And so I'm gonna wet the face and get started. Got my towel back there. My Lancaster Razorworks towel. All right, let's get moving. Like I said, it's Friday. Hopefully everybody's had a good week so far. My week hasn't been too bad. It's hot here. It's supposed to get up to 100 and so I looked yesterday, I didn't look this morning, but when I looked yesterday, it actually said 111 here on Sunday. Now, I don't believe that that's actually going to happen. Before it said 106, now it says 111. But I mean, I've lived here in Oregon. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I came up to Oregon originally to go to college, Oregon State University, back in the day, and ultimately ended up in Eugene, Oregon. And I've been here for almost 15 years. And so I've been in Oregon quite a while, and I've never seen it that hot in the Willamette Valley. Willamette Valley is usually a lot more temperate than the southern part of the state and the eastern part of the state. So I've seen it hit 100, maybe 101, but at least that I can recall, but not 106 or 111. So we'll see. Good thing we have AC. All right, so there we are. And we'll give this a try. It's a pretty steep top cap angle. So I think this is gonna be, I have to really kind of find the shave angle for me. And I hear somebody up. Hi, sweetheart. Good morning. Are you gonna come in here with me, or do you wanna go see mommy and have breakfast?
Stay in here.
Stay in here? All right. So my daughter is awake. So we'll see. So it's cutting fairly well, easily. Not too hard to find the blade angle or the razor angle. I have not tried the original leaf product. I don't head shave, obviously. Look at this wonderful flock of hair. Bye, sweetheart. I don't know, do you call it a flock of hair? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with the right word right there. I think they're locks of hair, right? So anyways, I have not tried the leaf on my face. It just looks like a very large, bulky razor. And I've seen most people use it, like CDB and others, IAMCDB, for head shaves more than I've seen anybody use it for face shaves. So it does come with these blades. I think you can buy, I don't know if who else makes a broken or a pre-made half DE, but you can just take a regular DE blade and easily snap it in half. So you can use whatever blades you want. These blades seem to be working just fine. They came with the razor, but I'm sure you probably pay a little bit more per blade if you want to get pre-cut, I would guess. I think I got this, like I said, for 20% off. So if you watch Razor Emporium's Instagram, or you get on their email list, they quite frequently have 20% off sales. I think they had one that just ended, but I feel like they have one like every month. I will throw their link to their website in the description. So with the angle of this top cap, it's gonna be a little bit more interesting getting under the nose. So I'll wait till the second pass really to kind of get more in there. And I just realized I didn't grab the scent notes on this. I will try to put them in the description below. Take a quick swig of the swill. But I have used it on the channel before. I like this scent. This is probably my favorite 345 scent. Scent strength is high medium, I would say. Definitely a 6+. Maybe close to a 7. I feel like I might have nicked myself right there. I don't see anything. All right, so we'll get into the second pass here. And by the way, I'll end the suspense here. So before the second pass here, we'll announce our winner. So here we go. All right, so congratulations to Camille. So you can, if you're on Instagram, you can find me at The Wet Shave Experience on Instagram. You can PM me there or DM me, whatever you want to call it, a PM, DM, I don't know the proper terminology. Or you can email me at thewetshaveexperience@gmail.com, just like my channel name, @gmail.com. Send me your address and we'll try to get this off to you. And congratulations. All right, so let's get into the second pass here. So I have my handy dandy mister. There's just water in here, just plain tap water, nothing fancy. I saw IAMCDB use it quite a while ago, and I tried it. I do like how it more evenly distributes the water on my face. than just kind of trying to splash it from the sink. Plus down on these videos, I have to run the water less background noise for you. But anyways, this is probably my favorite 3, 4, 5 scent. It's just like it says, it's fresh. This is their take on barbershop, or John's take on barbershop. I don't really get, I would call it a modern barbershop. Barbershop to me on this is a bit of a stretch. I would definitely call it a modern barbershop, if anything. It's very fresh. It's not as aquatic as Shipwreck, which is also very fresh, but I'm in the Fresh Boy Squad, Fresh Boy Mafia, whatever you want to call it. I like these types of scents. They really just work for me and my nose. And so I will often gravitate towards these types of scents. And these are typically the type of scents that I'll end up keeping in the den. It's a very, so anyways, it's very fresh. It's not overly citrusy or anything. You know, that doesn't get, there's no typical barbershop like that powdery type vibe if you're looking for that. I know DK likes that a little bit better. I saw DK Damnfine Shaves. If you haven't seen his videos lately, I will link his channel below if you haven't checked him out. He's kind of an acquired taste, so, you know, I'm just kidding, DK. He puts out some good content. He's one of the guys that I appreciate the most in terms of just being flat out honest on his opinion. No holds barred. So anyways, I sent him some samples and he sent me some samples. So I always find that the sample exchange process is a win-win for everybody. And I appreciate his support and shout out that on his channel when I was trying to hit 400. So those of you that found me through DK and subscribe, thank you. Anyways, I know DK is, he likes the quality of the soap, which is really fantastic soap quality. The Trinity base, kind of double meaning for John. He's into his faith. So Trinity comes from his faith, but it also comes from the 3 main milk ingredients. So I'll turn that backwards. The camel, donkey, and goat's milk in this base. So get around here. So anyways, great base, I know, but DK's not a fan of the artwork. I don't know, I kind of dig it, to be honest with you. I mean, for me, he calls it cartoony, and I guess you could call it, I don't know if I'd say cartoony, but it's not, it's just a different style of artwork, which actually I kind of like. To me, it's just kind of fun. But I think he liked, I sent him like 3, 4, 5 samples, and I had sent him Shark Bite in the past. I think he liked Flannel Shirt the best. But anyways, point is, this isn't your typical barbershop. So if you're looking for a traditional or an Italian type barbershop, this is not it. This is probably a very fresh, very modern take on barbershop. That's my whole point. Probably could have summed that up in a lot shorter amount of time for you. All right, so we're gonna try against the grain with this. This razor's shaving just fine. I kind of like it. It is a little bit different. It's very light. I'm not sure if it's, I think it's made, I mean, honestly, I should have looked, but I want to say that the handle, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's very light. So I should have checked that out. I should have done my research. I notice I have to rinse the lather off a little more often with this, just because one, it's obviously single edge, single-sided, but also the head is very slim. So there's not a lot for the lather to sit on there. All right, so let's get the chin. It's definitely different trying to find the angle with this. You know, like in all your passes. Let's get down here. I have not ridden my Peloton bike, by the way, in almost 2 weeks. So I did they have these challenges, these 8-week challenges you do. And I finished one, and then without going too much into it, they have this Power Zone pack training, and it gives you, you get these zones on your screen if you do the test. It's like a fitness test on the bike. And then you do the rides, and then you, instead of just telling you to pedal a certain number of, you know, RPMs and a certain number of, or a certain range of resistance, it's based on output. And so you could be faster with lower resistance or slower with higher resistance to get the same output. So you're working in output zones rather than worrying about how fast you're pedaling or how much resistance you have on the bike. So anyways, so you do this whole training program, and over the 8 weeks it gets harder, and then you retest. And then when you retest, depending on how you do it, resets your zone. So basically the more fit that you get, the higher your zones get, so that when you retake the classes, you're using more effort to stay in those zones. So I upped my zones, but I haven't now ridden for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And so I'm scared to get back on now with my new zones, because I have not ridden, because my last ride of the challenge was my zone challenge. So I haven't ridden since I've had my new zones. So all right, so I definitely, depending on the angle, I can feel the blade, especially around my nose area. So I kind of got to be real careful around here. And pay real attention to the blade and the razor. All right, let's get the neck done. It's kind of a cleanup pass for me on the neck. Get these hairs that grow in odd directions. You can hear the razor picking those up. I don't know if you guys caught BBS Live last night. I caught part of it. It's always hard for me to catch too much of it, because for me it starts at 6 o'clock my time, and that's when I'm kind of getting home, getting the kids to bed, dealing with the kids. And then if I don't put my headphones in, because there's, you know, some language in there, right? Take a sip of the Peloton Dad. All right, I'm gonna rinse the face. All right, we'll get our post applied. A little longer video today, sorry about that. Kind of wanted to go a little slower, I guess, with the first use on the Twig. All right. Not quite done yet. I think that was my wife because she knocked. Almost done, baby.
I'm gonna take Carly.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. There's the post, there's the shape. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon on the channel.